Hey guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is bad. Okay. Whew. This is bad. And what I mean by this is really bad, this is like really, really bad. Like, I saw this on TikTok on my For You page about the update about Gotcha Kuda. Yeah. Anyways, hi guys. My name is Virgo. Welcome to Virgo News. And today we're talking about the Gotcha Kuda problem and also the fandom. So, yeah, roll the clips.
Which fandom is more toxic between the Gachi Yakuza fandom or the My Hero Academia fandom? Listen, I think 2020, 2021 My Hero, that fandom was a fucking cesspool. Okay, like y'all remember the period Bakugo video? Yeah, I wish I could forget. But honestly, with Gachi Yakuza, is it fair to say that when My Hero ended, the toxic My Hero fans went to Gachi Yakuza? Because that's what the fuck it feels like. Like, honestly, I have a bunch of mutuals and I have a bunch of, like, there's so many videos that I honestly felt like I couldn't add anything. Like, there wasn't a lot I could add to this, so that's why I kind of waited to make a video. But the more I see, like, listen, we're gonna sidebar a little bit, right? But with Kairana deactivating her Twitter because of the harassment that she was receiving, there were two specific videos that I saw of creators that were blaming that on the people that want diversity. What? And just saying pretty harmful rhetoric. And it's like, what are we fucking doing? You guys wonder why mangakas don't think about representation. You guys wonder why mangakas, like, because of this, she's probably not gonna think about inclusivity. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, y'all know which two videos I'm talking about. It's not a fucking race issue. It is a goddamn fandom issue. Like, why are we making it, like, why are we pretending that Kairana has been getting harassed from every single angle? You had people that were calling her woke. People that were calling Gachi Yakuza woke. You had people that were AIing her work where she had to beg them not to do that. You had people that were making her uncomfortable by trying to correct her on her own work and forcing their headcanons into her work, which she had to say numerous times she didn't rock with that. She set boundaries on her own work, and the fandom bullied her. The fandom as a whole bullied her. Well, the toxic side of the fandom, y'all get what I mean. Bullied her off the app. And somehow, like, okay, hold on. This is what it was said. Would y'all be so kind as to tell me where the fuck it says it was because of the people that wanted diversity specifically? Oh no, it doesn't say that fucking anywhere. Are we fucking hell, man? Now, I know there's that controversy of her liking a video of a low-budget Jabber cosplay, which she had apologized for. Listen, it's not my place to say whether that's offensive or not. Mutuals of mine that have talked about this have said that they could see why some people could find it offensive or look at it weird, but generally that it didn't seem to be any malicious intent because the person that was cosplaying, I guess, is known for low budget cosplays like that. But anyways, it's not my place to say. I'm willing to be educated, but just looking at it from an outsider view and looking at Kairana's apology, it didn't seem like there was any malintent behind that. Let me know what y'all think.
The Gachi Yakuza fandom has bullied their creator Kairana beyond the point of no return again. They forced her to delete her X account and completely turn off all comments in her Instagram. Because of the entire issue that we had last month with the Gachi Yakuza fandom wasn't enough, and for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, people have been spreading misinformation about Kairana, the creator of Gachi Yakuza's own sexuality, as well as arguing with her over her own characters. And by people, yes, I mean the Western fanbase. First, they were claiming that she was non-binary and used gender-neutral pronouns, which to her was a surprise, and she actually confirmed that no, she does not. And when she clarified this about herself, they actually got mad at her and bullied her for it. Then they started claiming that one of her characters, Tamsi, was a trans character. And when she clarified that this was not true and Tamsi is in fact a man, they actually got mad at her again. They got mad at her and hated on her because she clarified that her own character that she created was not the gender that people wanted him to be. And if you thought that was enough, no. The Western fanbase, or the insufferable side of the Western fanbase, took it one step even further. And they have been bullying her so much over the past week that she decided to completely just shut down her ex account and turn off the comments and stop interacting with people on Instagram. And sadly, this isn't the first time that they have forced her to do something like this, because she has spoken out multiple times about how toxic her Western fan base is. Mind you, Gachiakura just won 3 awards at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and she hasn't even been able to enjoy them because people have been bombarding her. All because they flipped out on her, calling her a racist because she reshared a video that she found entertaining of another content creator dancing to Jabber's music, putting celery as his hair. But people took it upon themselves to call her a racist for resharing that video.
I literally hate how racist and anti-black the Gachiakuta fandom is towards the black characters and how most people in the fandom treat them as a joke. For some reason, it's always Jabber that gets treated as a comedic joke, people always making fun of his hairstyle, also by making fun of the way he speaks, by calling it TikTok language. The same implies with both Simiu and Corvus. For example, people always dumb Corvus down to be Tamsi's little lapdog who doesn't know any better. Meanwhile, Canon Corvus is this smart guy that's super mysterious, likes to keep to himself, and obviously knows a lot of things that we don't know about. The cosplays are another thing I remember. I think last month, this white girl got rightfully attacked for cosplaying Jabber. Now, I'm not saying a white person cosplaying a black character is wrong, because it's not. The problem was the hairstyle. This girl had locks, in which is cultural appropriation because of the history behind locks and why black people wore them in the first place. You'd think since she was doing cultural appropriation, people would be calling her out in her comments, but apparently not. A handful of people were saying, but cosplay is for everyone. The same people who are commenting this are the same people who comment on a black person's cosplay of a white character and start making alternate versions of the N-word. It's hypocritical, honestly.
All of you are genuinely getting me mad right now. I can't. There's no reason for everybody to be like, no, everybody's getting mad right now. I'm very heated, bro. The author of Gachiakura reposted a video with an Asian guy wearing leaks of a Jabber cosplay, and some black people felt offended by that cosplay. And she apologized, but her apology went like, I'm sorry you felt offended, I just wanted to have fun. That's basically how her apology went. And so add on to that, there was a racist stage play with people doing blackface, mocking black people's hair, and she said at first that she doesn't support it, but now she's posting videos and photos related to stage play, which is, weird. It's giving Two-Face. And I'm just seeing a lot of people saying that, oh, this is her character, she can do whatever she wants with the character. And then I even saw somebody have the nerve to say that Jabber isn't black, he's Japanese because he was created by a Japanese woman, even though that Japanese woman said that he was black. I want you to really think about this, really think about what these people are saying, because like this situation, it's very simple. I don't know why black people are getting attacked left and right. And the same guy who made that comment saying that Jabber is Japanese, he also said that Asian people love inviting black and white people into their culture, even though we know that's not true, because anytime a black person cosplays like an anime character or something, they're always ridiculed by Japanese people. And it's like, how can you say Asians all together love black people and then be like, oh, black people are the most racist people in the West? Yo, what? I can't.
I wonder why there aren't more black anime. I wonder why there aren't anime that have more trans people in it. Because you freaking ruin everything!
The creator of Gachiakuta deleted her Twitter account due to harassment, and people who didn't like black anime fans to begin with are jumping at the chance to blame them for it. But she never said black fans were the reason she was leaving. In the last 2 years, she's dealt with people calling her a woke panderer for even having black characters, people AIing her work without her permission, and people upset their ships weren't canon. When she asked people to stop using official hashtags and logos in their fan art, they wouldn't listen. Plus, someone who definitely wasn't a black person told her that they were pirating the series with thousands of others in a massive Discord server. And when she said, please stop doing that, they got mad at her. But people are ignoring all of that buildup and declaring that obviously the reason she's logging out is because a small subsection of black fans got really inappropriate when she reposted a video of a dancing man.
I've been watching anime for 33 plus years of my life, and I have never, in any moment of that time, ever encountered anything like this before.
Because you haven't been paying attention. Japanese fans sent over 1,000 death threats to the creator of Attack on Titan. Kyoto Animation Studio was set on fire by a disgruntled Japanese fan. There are a plethora of Japanese mangaka so concerned about harassment in their own country that they choose to publish anonymously. Because harassment and negative behavior is not exclusive to black fans or Westerners. The most reasonable conclusion we can draw from this situation is that fandom in general has a problem with parasocial relationships and respecting people's boundaries, and that we can all improve the way we treat the creators of our favorite properties. But if you look at all of this context and the conclusion that you come to is that the problem is black people and wokeness, and that wanting more black representation is selfish and entitlement larger than white privilege, that's your own personal bias. And if you have all this smoke for black fans before you say anything about the racism in the anime community, go get some therapy!
Remember when Gachi Akira first came out and all the people who hated black people in anime spent weeks trying to convince you that these 3 characters weren't black? Well, I don't know, they didn't really do it with Simiyu because she looks like a black woman, but remember Jabber? Remember when everyone was saying, oh, Jabber isn't black, he's just a Asian man with dreads, he's just a light-skinned Asian man? Remember when people were saying that Corvus wasn't black, he's clearly just a dark-skinned Asian man? Well, now Gachi Akira is getting an official stage play, and look, they convinced me, guys. I'm sorry, these characters aren't black. These characters are 100% Asian and have been Asian the whole time. I think my favorite casting out of everyone in this stage play is Corvus. You know, when people were telling me that Corvus was an Asian man, look, I didn't see it, guys. I didn't see it, but now that I'm looking at it, oh, I see it now. I see it now. Yo, bro, I can't stop laughing. Like, I've been laughing at this for like the past 10 minutes. The hair is killing me. This has got to be the most racist way I've ever seen to bring wicks into real life. Like, I feel like I should be offended, but it's so funny. I can't stop laughing. It's not just Corvus, though, bro. It's all 3 of them. Bro, what did they do to Jabber? Y'all telling me that's the Jabber that y'all imagined when y'all watched the anime? Bro, Simiyu doesn't look terrible, though. I'm gonna be honest. It still looks like an Asian woman cosplaying a black woman. But I guess out of all 3 of them, she looks the best. But oh my God, bro. Anyone who told me, bro, everyone who was sitting up here for weeks saying, oh yeah, these characters aren't black, they're Asian. You're gonna look at all 3 of these live action castings and be like, oh yeah, this is what these characters would look like in real life. That's what y'all telling me? Especially Corvus, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know who the dude playing Corvus is, but y'all cannot convince me that when y'all look at Corvus in the anime, that is what you envision in real life.
I wonder why there aren't more black anime. I wonder why there aren't anime that have more trans people in it. Because you freaking ruin everything! I don't care that she didn't write Jabber as black, that she was even light skinned. I don't care that you retweeted somebody with some leaks there. I'm gonna fucking put leaks on my head right fucking now. What? You gonna cancel me too? Fuck all of you!
This is targeted to the people, especially mutuals, who reposted or agreed with this video. And before anybody says, I'm doing too much. No, I don't post videos like these often, but I basically just post whatever I want at this point. So consider this a mutual cleanse. And if this bothers you, honestly not my problem. If you don't know, there's a mangaka named Kei Arana. She's the creator of Gachiakuda ***. And recently, she got backlash after reposting a video of a Japanese man dancing with leeks taped to his head to imitate Jabber's hair. Jabber, a black character. Now let me be very clear before people start intentionally misunderstanding me. No, I do not support death threats. I do not support harassment. I do not support dogpiling somebody until they disappear from the internet. Apparently, she apologized and deactivated her Twitter account. And frankly, good. Not the harassment part, the accountability part, because people are allowed to be criticized, and people are also allowed to learn and grow from mistakes. That is valid. Because whether you personally think it was racist or not is honestly beside the point. People, especially the black community, that are a huge part in the community, felt uncomfortable. And I'm sorry, but when your work is becoming mainstream and your platform is getting bigger, people are going to hold you accountable. That is reality. You can like someone's art, you can love a series, and still acknowledge when the creator did something harmful or insensitive. You are not betraying your favorite manga by having standards. But what has genuinely irritated me through all of this is watching people completely ignore what happened and immediately jump to, oh no, what about the anime? What if this affects the adaptation? Like, I'm sorry, are we serious? People are trying to explain why they were uncomfortable, and somehow the biggest concern became fictional scheduling. Can we stop acting like criticism is automatically the end of the world? Can we stop pretending people's discomfort magically stops mattering because you like a manga? And then there's this man. The one screaming at the camera like he just discovered what outrage farming is. The one mocking people by saying things like, I wonder why there isn't more black anime. The one acting like concerns about racism are some hilarious overreaction. And I'm sorry, but what an embarrassingly unserious response. Because what exactly was accomplished? There besides loudly announcing that you do not care. You heard people discussing racism. You saw people expressing discomfort. And your response was to perform sarcasm into a camera. Like a man having an argument with imaginary people in his shower. And before anybody gets offended by me pointing out the obvious. No, I'm not saying white people cannot talk about racism. I'm saying maybe don't act dismissive about something you will literally never experience firsthand. Especially when the people actually affected are trying to explain why something made them uncomfortable. Because the tone, the complete lack of empathy, it genuinely came across like someone who sees racism as not a big deal, unless it personally inconveniences them. And that is exactly the problem. Because no, Kei Urana does not deserve harassment. But criticism is not harassment. People saying, hey, this was harmful is not harassment. Consequences are not harassment. And acting like blatant racism or behavior people reasonably interpret as racist is somehow not serious? That is strange. I'm sorry, that is deeply strange behavior, especially in Arlin Arlil. And if your immediate response to conversations about racism is sarcasm, mockery, and screaming into a camera instead of listening, maybe ask yourself why this topic makes you so defensive. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you agree with the man in the video, please consider blocking or unvoting me. Thank you for your time.
I'm sorry, I know people got their own opinions, but this right here has to be the most biggest rage bait I've ever seen when it comes to an animated show, bruh. Like, don't get me wrong, I know people got their types, but no, she does not look better right here, like, at all. Like, there's no way you're saying that this beautiful black queen should have been white is, like, absolutely insane to me, bro. Like, her design is, like, one of the coolest, like, in the show for me. And, like, the fact that you just sitting around here just spilling out just bullshit, just coming out your mouth, it's like, I just don't get it, bro. I just don't fucking get it, bro. It doesn't even match her personality. Like, dude, like, are we serious? Like, I'm not even trying to be that guy. I promise you I'm not. It's just, that was just an L take. That was a pretty much L take, man. She's perfect how she is, and by far one of my favorite female characters in New Gen now. We're not finna disrespect her like that. We're just not, bro. We're not finna stand for that. No way.
Duh. Of course she's going to leave social media. Because look what you guys did. Okay? Look what you... Like, look! You guys were... you guys were pressuring her so much that you didn't like the fact that... A, everybody in that motherfucker is black. Okay? Y'all didn't like the fact that there's black characters in this damn anime, and it was throwing off so much black energy. Like, hold up now, okay, like, ooh, okay. Just like Soul Eater. Soul Eater was actually meant for black people, and it was actually a vibe. Like, it threw off that energy that was meant for black people, and a lot of people actually liked the Soul Eater. But in Gachi Akuda, they didn't like that. Number 2, ooh, the LGBTQ and ship, okay? Some people didn't like that some of the characters were trans. That's one. And also, they don't like that the ships weren't the way that they wanted. And 2, people were throwing suggestions at her so hard to the point that she didn't like it. She didn't like it. She felt like people was like, hey, look at this. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. She did not want that. She's like, I just want to make this, and I want to make it look nice. It's like somebody making a beautiful painting, and they spent like days and weeks on it, you know? Because they want it nice and perfect, and how they visualized it in their head. And that person comes over like, hey, oh, that's nice. But it's like, bro, don't do that. And 3, people don't like, no, 4, I would say 4, sorry. 4, they didn't like the fact that no character on that anime or in that anime are being sexualized like every other anime. And 5, a huge debate about Jabba being black or white. Yeah, they didn't like they didn't like the fact that Jabba is black. Hello, it goes back to the whole black thing. And 6, oh my god, the ships. Yeah, the ships are annoying. And then on top of that, they just I swear, a lot of people said the My Hero Academia community just flocked over to Gachi Akuda and just gave the same treatment that they did to Horikoshi. Bruh, it's like My Hero Academia all over again. They're giving the same treatment that they gave to Horikoshi. Yes. You guys may not say, oh, no, it's not. That's not true. You can actually look it up. They're giving her the same treatment that Horikoshi got it. Yeah. And that's why they was bullying her so hard that she left social media. I feel like there won't be no more Gachi Akuda because of her. Like, well, not because of her, but because of the community. Yeah. Yeah, the community attacked her so hard, so it'll be to the point that there won't be no more Gachi Akuda, or she'll focus on Gachi Akuda, but just not go on social media no more. It could be either one, but it's just all crazy how, like, you being a creator of an anime, a manga, a comic, I think a mweha, one of them. I'm sorry if I mess it up. Or so much more and so much more. You produce a great creation and you form a community. Yes, you form a wonderful community, but it's always the people that messes it up for the community. And it's for all communities. It's all for community. All for them. Like Creepypasta, My Little Pony, Transformers, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, so on and so forth, you know. And people create these wonderful, wonderful shows, movies, animations, anime, along with so much more. And people mess it up by putting their own opinions in. And some people's like, oh, that's nice, you know, that's cool, that's your opinion. You know, everybody got an opinion. But when you force it down somebody's throat and bully them to the point that they don't want to be here no more, no, it's not working out, sweetheart. It's not working out. For you to do that and send death threats along with it, yeah, that's not working out. That's not working out so well. That is something that you have a problem with. If you want to make your own version of that anime, you can. If you want to make your own version of that comic, you can. You know how many people I've seen that did Bakudeku comics and stuff like that in their own animations because they want to live in that fantasy and delusions that they want Bakudeku to be a thing? Okay, make it happen on your side, but don't force it on somebody else's side. Don't do that, because now you're messing everything up. You're messing the flow. You're messing the story. You're messing practically everything up to the point that the company or the author or the illustrator or the creator or the production team don't want to do anything no more because you want to ruin that shit and mess everything up for everybody to the point there won't be no more of that. And that person or the group of people from the community, which is in the cool area, have to look at you and say, thanks a lot, you piece of shit. They had a lot going on until you decided to come in and fuck it up. So yeah, thank you. Well, this is all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Virgo signing out. Love you guys.